Hey guys, it's Nickfamous here. Today I'm excited to be breaking down the new Dragon Ball The Breakers Season 3 content. There was a live stream this morning while I was at work, showcasing all the new characters and content, and after watching it on my breaks and reading up about it, I'm ready to talk about it. So let's begin. The Raider this season is none other than the Ginyu Force. I'm so hyped. I mentioned the possibility of the Ginyu Force as a Raider in my Raider wishlist video. The developers released a player survey a few months ago, and I was sad to see that the Ginyu Force wasn't an option. But now it makes sense why they weren't. They were already in the works. Level 1 is Guldo, Level 2 is Recoome, Level 3 seems to be the pair of Jace and Bardock, and Level 4 is Ginyu himself. I pretty much called how they were going to set up the Raider. The only thing I got wrong was I thought Jace and Bardock would be skills like Zarbon and Dodoria, and that Ginyu would be able to swap bodies with Goku for his Level 4. They did give Ginyu the ability to steal survivors' bodies though, so I'm pretty happy with that. I just love the way they've handled the Ginyu Force in this game. It looks like a lot of fun, and I'm very excited to try them out. The Ginyu Force is one of the best looking raiders so far, being a very team-oriented raider. You start off as Guldo and can use his time freeze or paralysis skills against survivors. Recoome is next, and his shtick is that his special attacks are very powerful, close range and far range. Bardock and Jace are a tag team. You control Jace and Bardock comes out for assist attacks. I had a feeling they were going to pair Bardock and Jace together if they were added to this game. The Ginyu Force works like Vegeta in the sense that you can progress naturally by defeating survivors, but you can also be defeated and progress too, like when survivors defeat Nappa and Vegeta takes over. This encourages survivors to aggro the Raider, because if the Ginyu Force player progresses naturally to level 4, they have a huge advantage. You're able to use the other members in unique ways. They'll show up and help Ginyu fight, and even patrol the map. Also, for every surviving member, Ginyu gets different stat boosts. If the Ginyu player manages to keep every member alive, it's definitely going to be trouble for the survivors. Like I mentioned earlier, Ginyu has his body swap technique. He can use it on any survivor of his choosing and take control of their level 3 transfer character for the rest of the match. I'm unsure if he's able to get his original body back, but I am interested to see how this mechanic will work. It definitely leads to some pretty funny combinations, like seeing Bardock as the leader of the Ginyu Force. I can see it being tricky to tell the difference between Ginyu and your teammates after he switches. I'm very excited to see how this will work. The new Raider definitely seems like a lot of fun, and I'm happy to see that they're changing things up for each new character, not just copy-pasting the same Raider format. Dende, King Kai, and Fortuneteller Baba are the new survivors this season, and again, I'm super hyped. I loved Yajirobe last season, and I'm anxiously waiting all 3 of these characters. Dende was on my survivor wishlist video, and he even has a skill that instant heals teammates just like I suggested. He also has a healing skill that automatically refills the teammate's barrier. King Kai calls everyone's favorite monkey, Bubbles, in for one of his skills, which works in a pretty unique way. Bubbles jumps and latches onto the Raider's face, briefly preventing lock-on. I can definitely see this becoming meta. King Kai's other skill is the ability to sense where the Raider is and show all his teammates at the same time. That definitely gives off some Dead by Daylight perk vibes, so it'll definitely be another handy one. Baba can float around instead of jumping, and her other skill is arguably the best new one. She can find Dragon Balls on her own without the need of a radar. I'm super excited to get my hands on these characters and all their new skills. But man, are they ever really making us wait for the champ. There's even some new gameplay mechanics to look forward to this season. If a teammate disconnects from the match, it looks like there will be collectible souls that drop in their place, which can increase your limit gauge and the damage dealt to raiders. I'm not 100% sure how this new mechanic works, but that's the gist of it from what I understand. Definitely going to be helpful, as it's hard enough defeating raiders with a full team, let alone 5 or 6 man teams. The other new gameplay mechanic is for raiders, the knockback gauge. Now survivors won't be able to stun or push the raider back with rocket launchers, etc. until the raider's knockback bar is empty. It starts the match full, and after the survivors attack enough, it will deplete to empty. I'm assuming with this new buff, when raiders can be knocked back, it's going to be even more impactful. I'm excited to see these changes in action on June 9th, the official release of Season 3. As to be expected, we're getting a new map and some new transfers as well. It looks like they're starting this season off strong with some new Super Saiyans. I'm happy to see Super Saiyan Bardock getting some love. Even though he never officially turned Super Saiyan in the canon, I always enjoy when the video games include Super Bardock. So that's my breakdown of Season 3, pretty much tried to get everything into this video that I could remember and that I thought was important. But anyway, there's lots of new exciting content to look forward to. I just hope they continue giving us stuff throughout the season. The first 2 seasons just kind of dumped all the content at the beginning and left us hanging until the next season. Mid-season content is definitely important in keeping the hype for this game alive. Let me know in the comments below what you're most excited for. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, this has been Nickfamous. See you later.
Let's see how he likes a Kamehameha!